Welcome to News Laundry Lite. The good news is that people tune into News Laundry Lite because of me.
The bad news is that they probably have no taste. The bad news is that atheists in 13 Muslim countries face the death penalty for their lack of belief.
The good news is that they won't be worried about going to hell. The good news is that China has a new defensive advantage in military operations.
The bad news is that this is just what the state media is saying about a deadly smog that's covering the country. The bad news is that the Dead Sea is actually dying, falling by 1 meter a year.
The good news is that a pipeline will now be built to carry brine from the Red Sea to the Dead Sea. It's all good, see? The good news is that a son found his mother 24 years after being separated from her as a child thanks to a tattoo.
The bad news is that there are parents in this world who are tattooing their kids.
The good news is that the US Senate banned firearms.
The bad news is that the firearms they banned were the plastic variety, which no one uses anyway. What's the point?
The good news is that Ireland has found a solution to its unemployment problem.
The bad news is that their solution is to ask their unemployed citizens to leave. The bad news is that a passenger was locked inside the cabin of a plane after falling asleep on the flight. How does an entire cabin crew miss a sleeping passenger?
The good news is that at least someone managed to sleep well on a plane. The good news is that Indian Hindus, Christians and Muslims have finally come together for one common cause.
The bad news is that the common cause they've chosen is homosexuality, and they've got it criminalized again.
The good news is that world leaders came together to commemorate Nelson Mandela's life.
The bad news is that David Cameron and Barack Obama were more interested in taking selfies than paying tribute to Nelson Mandela.
Sorry.
The bad news is that studies show that climate change is only going to get worse.
The good news is that Antarctica recorded the coldest temperature on Earth at minus 94.7 degrees Celsius.
The bad news is that now climate change deniers have another pointless argument in their arsenal.
Thank you for watching News Laundry Lite. Join us next week.
Us, not just her.